Hope everyone's doing well. Um, Hope y'all are having a good day. Just gonna hang out today. Gonna chill. Normally, I would go live on. I almost said live. No, normally I would go live on a Wednesday, but I don't feel like watching AEW. I don't think I'm really missing anything. So yeah, I uh, I don't feel like watching AEW tonight. So, but 950 is the subscriber goal. So go ahead and like this live and hit that sub button. I need like 4 more subs to hit 950. So let's try to get there if we can. If not, it's fine, but we'll see. We'll try. Yeah, Greg, it's all cool, man. Hope you get well, buddy. That picture you sent me was pretty rough. Hope you get well. Thank you for the like. Appreciate that. I will be giving us a share. So, guys, please give us a share as well. Hit those heart reactions. Hit those reaction buttons. Let's try to get some more people in here. 950, like I said, subscriber goal. So we'll just talk about anything today. But you guys pop in, leave a comment, and let's have a conversation today. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. There's always next week or 2 weeks. Go ahead and heal up, and we'll go from there. But I am gonna give this a share, like I said. So stay with me. If you're just not tuning in, hit that sub button and hit that like button. Like I said, we're just hanging out today, not really doing much. Figured I'd go live and say what's up. Hit those heart reactions, guys. I learned that if you hit those hearts, that gets more people in here, so that's pretty cool. So yeah. But hope everyone is doing well today on this Wednesday. Um, Hope everyone's having a good day. Hope it's warm where you are. Yeah, I don't know yet, man. Probably nothing. But maybe something. We'll get into something. I don't know, but who knows? $950 is the sub goal. We hit 940 last time. We did pretty well. Thanks to you guys. Y'all are hitting those like buttons. Y'all are hitting the reaction buttons. And tuning in, having a conversation. So that always helps. Hopefully we can do well today with the engagement. Oh, sorry. Hopefully we can do well today with a little bit of engagement. Um, but we shall see. I will try to go live probably Friday as well. Um, if I'm home. Usually I'm home on a Friday, but you never know. But guys, we are so close to getting that watch time and getting monetized. And I say we because you guys are just as much a part of this channel as I am. We're getting there. So go ahead and check out those older videos as well, because that really helps. But who do we got in here? Leave your name in the comments. Curious to see who's in here. I wish it would tell you who was in here, like YouTube. Wish the day, there was a button where it would tell you, like who liked and who's viewing your live. It'd be cool. But but yeah. Pride Horse, thanks for coming on. Um, appreciate appreciate you joining the stream. I don't think I've seen you before, so hit that like and sub button if you can, bud. Hope you're doing well. Top 5 wrestlers of all time. Okay. My opinion: Bray Wyatt, CM Punk, Shawn Michaels, Taker, Randy Orton. Free audio books. Thanks for coming on. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Bret Hart was a good wrestler. I prefer Owen over Bret, though, to be honest. Thank you for that like. I appreciate that. And as always, if you have a YouTube channel, please drop your channel in the comments. I'll sub to your channel as well. Keep hitting those hearts, guys, those reaction buttons. Pride Horse, your top 5. You got Stone Cold Ric Flair, Vince McMahon, The Rock, and Shawn Michaels. I'm curious to know why you choose Vince as number 3. Which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm kind of curious. Kenny Omega once said that his top 2 wrestlers are Vince and Shane McMahon. Hey, Brooke, thanks for coming on. Appreciate that. It's good to see you. It's a good answer. I respect that. That's true. I agree with you, Pride. That's a good answer. Definitely, I agree. Oh, yeah, Vince was definitely juiced. I mean, no doubt. Definitely, definitely. Keep hitting those reactions, guys. You see 950 is the sub goal, so please subscribe as well. Feel free to join in on the conversation. Let me know your name, your YouTube channel, anything like that. Who was my favorite Rhodes? I'd have to say Cody, but I used to be a big fan of Dustin as well under the Goldust gimmick. I've always respected the fact that Dustin Rhodes can take a character and make it entertaining, like he did. Like he really went out of his way to do that. And I was never the biggest fan of Cody, especially in AEW. I didn't care for Cody in AEW, but I'll tell you, Cody's really grown on me since coming to WWE. His promos are great. He always puts on great matches. Um, so yeah, I do like Cody. I also like when Dustin Rhodes. I like his work in TNA as well under Black Rain. If some of you remember that. Yeah, Goldust. I mean, he took that gimmick, and most gimmicks like that, especially now in today's wrestling, would not go over. And he took that gimmick, and he really, you know, took it to a new level. And like I said, it's hard to get characters like that over. But Goldust, he did, and it's amazing what he did. And the guy could wrestle too. He comes from a wrestling family. His father being Dusty, so definitely. Pride says awesome gimmicks you couldn't do now, and name's Val Venus. I wouldn't necessarily say you couldn't do that gimmick. It's just I think gimmicks like that are kind of been done too many times. Val Venus, um, Sean Morley, Val Venus. That gimmick was a pretty cool gimmick. It was fun. It was it was out there for sure. But yeah, it was a hilarious gimmick. But gimmicks like that, I think have been done several times. And it's just different variations of that gimmick. But yeah, Attitude Era of Val Venus. I mean, great, great. Ruthless aggression. Like I said, we've seen gimmicks like that with like Viscera. Mark similar to gimmicks like Mark Henry, um, and so on. But like I said, there's just different variations of that gimmick. And I can't say that he was, insanely over with the fans, but he made it work, and that's what matters. Not every gimmick can get over. Especially in today's wrestling, I think it's harder for gimmicks to get over, especially with the way everybody is now with wrestling. The social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that. Where's Titantron's Lex Luger? Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Tell you what, though, it's sad to see Lex Luger the shape he's in now. It's very rough to see the type of shape that he's in. And a lot of those guys, are in bad shape now. And it's hard. It's hard to see them. It's hard to see wrestlers that we grew up with age. Like Shawn Michaels, we see Shawn Michaels in rough shape now. And oh, for sure, yeah, it definitely got him. Shawn Michaels, rough shape. The way he's looking now, you can see he's in pain. Jeff Hardy, the struggles he's going through physically, mentally, health wise, as well as Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy's had his fair share. Triple H having heart problems. Taker at certain matches, it's a shame. It really is. Keep hitting those heart reactions, guys. We're doing well. Thank you for that like. I appreciate you. Oh, of course, HHH, Triple H along with Chris Jericho, um, Stone Cold and The Rock, And I wouldn't necessarily put The Rock and Stone Cold, or maybe The Rock, but Stone Cold. I'd say top gimmick, but not top wrestler, A lot of people say he's a top wrestler of all time, and yes, in some ways, he might be. But as far as technicality, you've got to add Shawn Michaels or Chris Jericho wrestlers like that could work a gimmick, can tell a story, but can also be very technical in the ring. Um, yeah, savior WWE as far as gimmicks. Stone Cold was a good wrestler, but as far as technicality, being technical in the ring, um, and in terms of selling, in terms of, you know, looking good in the ring, promos, and everything else, Stone Cold kind of promo, no doubt, like John Cena you just mentioned, you know, the dude, he can wrestle, no doubt, but he's not very technical. He's there's some matches where I've seen that John Cena can really outdo himself, but 9 times out of 10, it's the same John Cena match over and over again. Not that it's not entertaining because a lot of his matches are, but it's repetitive. It's the same thing over and over again. The same moves, the way he sells. I never did think John Cena could actually sell moves. He just wasn't. I don't know. Like, but I think the only reason Cena got over is because of the gimmick, and if it wasn't for the gimmick that after the Dr. Thugonomics gimmick, I don't think he'd be around. Stone Cold, yes, Stone Cold when he does get a big pop. When you hear that glass break, it's gonna be Stone Cold. because that guy can cut a promo. That guy can talk on a mic like no other. Um, and I put him at the top of the list. Not the top, but in the list of guys that can cut promos because Stone Cold, he definitely can. Um, so yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, I'll pick Bray Wyatt 1,000 times, buddy, because he's amazing. There's there's no uh, there's no one better than Bray Wyatt. Promo skills, storytelling, the character. I mean, he's amazing. Paisley is the best. Hello, how are you? If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe and like button. Guys, keep hitting those hearts and reactions. We're doing well. Kumar, hope you're doing well, buddy. Thanks for coming on. It's been a while since I've seen you. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good, Paisley. Thanks for asking. Hope you're having a good day. 950 is the sub goal, guys, so let's try to hit that today. I'm doing well, Kumar. I doing well, but I've been feeling well the last few days, but I'm getting better. Thank you, Paisley. Thanks for subbing. Thank you, Pride. Appreciate that. Fun talking to you, buddy. Thank you, Paisley. But yeah, like I was saying, I'll pick Bray Wyatt 1,000 times because Bray Wyatt. I could talk about Bray every day. Kumar, I am live today because I don't want to watch AEW. Normally, I did say on Monday I was going live for Wednesday, but thought to myself, I thought, man, do I really want to go live for AEW? And do I want to sit there 2 hours of nothing? You know, no, I don't. So, so here I am. Plus, I'd rather go live early. That gives me more time to talk to you guys and just kind of hang out a little bit. But as I was saying, I will pick Bray Wyatt 1,000 times. Like the guy's amazing, and I was in total shock when he passed. And but I will put that guy on my top list forever. There's nobody better than Bray Wyatt, in my opinion. How long do I think they're going to push Roman? Well, I talk about this a lot, and I think it depends on this. If Cody does not finish the story at WrestleMania, I could see Roman going on another year. I could see him surpassing Hulk Hogan's record, maybe Bob Backlund's record. I hope he doesn't go as far as passing Bruno Sammartino's record. But if Cody does not finish the story come WrestleMania, anything is possible. And we could see Roman for a whole nother year. No, I keep hearing rumors that Roman's taking time off. I keep hearing rumors that after Mania we ain't going to see Roman very much. I've heard all that 2 years ago as well, that Roman was taking time off. I heard that last year. I heard last year, WrestleMania 39, that Cody was beating Roman and Roman was taking time off. That didn't happen. So we could definitely see Roman for a while. And thinking about that just makes me hope that Cody wins and we can get past this whole finish the story stuff. Not saying I don't like the Bloodline story, but to see it go on another year, I think that people will get tired of it. I really do. Oh yeah, I was definitely sad for Bray that day, Kumar, and I was devastated as well. Dat boy, thank you for coming on. Please hit that sub button. I think you're new. I don't think I've seen you before, so thank you for joining. You said I missed the Hulk Hogan and Jake the Snake days. Yeah, Jake the Snake's had his fair share of injuries. His health hasn't been the greatest. Say your prayers and take your vitamins. Yes, sir. I'm hoping for Cody. Yes, I'm hoping for Cody as well. Just for the simple fact that we can get Roman for another 2 years. I believe you did, Kumar. I think you told me that Cody would win. I think I remember having a discussion. I think you're right. Yeah. I just hope that Cody wins and we don't see Cody win the Rumble for a third time next year and finish his story. So let's all hope for Cody. Let's hope Cody actually wins this and we can move past the Roman era. Now, I think if Cody wins, I don't think he'll, I don't think that he'll keep the title very long. But we'll see. Do I think that Punk's injury is real? Yes and no. I think it's real, but I don't think it's as real as to the extent that WWE wants us to believe. I think that WWE has something up their sleeve because if you remember, McIntyre attacking, well, was it McIntyre? Who was it? Somebody attacked Punk after he said he was injured, and the injury to Punk just didn't look like it was as serious as what they were saying. So I think what is going to happen, I think that we're gonna see CM Punk at WrestleMania. Just by the way, WWE's dragging the whole Drew McIntyre took CM Punk out of WrestleMania. I think that some way we're going to see CM Punk getting involved in the WrestleMania match with Seth Rollins. He's going to cost McIntyre the championship, and that will set up CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Yeah, Kumar, I think the injury is fake as well, or at least not as real as they are playing it out to be. Yeah, I mean, you could also argue that by storyline wise having CM Punk get injured is one of the reasons WWE could say this is what the reason CM Punk didn't win the Rumble without making him look weak in a way, being that it was his first match back. This is also a good argument to have Cody win the Rumble even further. Or maybe he did get injured and it's it's not as serious as what they're saying though, is what I believe. Pride Horse asked, is Brock Lesnar gone forever? No, I did hear that WWE added him back on the roster page after taking him off. As far as the investigation, I think this investigation goes around Vince more than it does Brock. And I think that, we will see Brock back in WWE. If not now, then within the next few years now. Ever since Triple H took over, we've seen less of Brock, which I think is a good thing. I don't think we need to see Brock, in every pay-per-view or every week. Brock's basically just here to put guys over, like he did Cody. And so I think that we will see Brock, but I think it's going to be very short. Like a one-off thing, maybe a promo, a feud here and there. Then he rides off and sunset. We don't see him for months and months. That type of deal, because technically he is still signed by WWE, but that doesn't mean that we're going to see him. The fact that he is re-added to the roster page kind of tells me that we will see him again. As WWE, they didn't release him from his contract at all. So I do believe that we will see him eventually. King Kumar says WWE knows if they put Punk in the roster, Roman will not go the chance for staying. Well, I mean, the thing is I see CM Punk going more after Seth than I do Roman. Which there's no reason why we can't have, 2 or 3 top guys in the company. Everything can't revolve around Roman, in my opinion. And WWE, they did this with John Cena. They pushed John Cena to the moon. Nobody can get over Cena. They did this with Hogan. They pushed Hogan to the moon. Nobody gets over Hogan. So what I think is, we don't need to have one guy, to build your company. One guy cannot revolve around the whole WWE. And, you just said you hate Roman for getting the push, but this guy went from being a babyface and being booed out of every arena possible to being one of the best heels that we've seen in a while. And you're right. He was shoved down our throats. He was shoved down our throats at a time where WWE fans just didn't care. Myself included. I think the heel turn was the best because I think that people want to hate Roman more than like him. But see, now people like him more as a heel than they do a babyface. It's just, that's how some things go, and some guys get over as a babyface, some guys get over as a heel. For one, I prefer Randy Orton as a heel than a babyface. I prefer Chris Jericho as a heel than a babyface because those are the guys you want to boo. Now, Randy Orton, granted, he can work both roles. He can be a face and a heel. But Randy Orton's best work comes from being a heel. And that's what I think Roman is doing. I think Roman's best work is being a heel. Pride Horse says no one is Steve Austin. Kumar says I don't like him as a heel or a babyface. I don't blame you. Heel Randy, and yes, good call. King Kumar, 100%. Dolph Ziggler, WWE dropped the ball. I've always compared Dolph Ziggler to like a young Shawn Michaels. I said this the other day. I said this in my live a couple of days ago. A friend of mine mentioned Dolph Ziggler. And I said Dolph Ziggler should have been a 5-time world champion in WWE, at least. That guy could do it all. He could wrestle, he could sell. It was like watching Shawn Michaels. And it's sad. It really is because he was on top. And he was like the next big thing. They were giving him a big push, with the IC title and the US title, whatever. Even early on, and then a little bit later, we see him get the WWE Championship. We think things are going to go up from there, and then all of a sudden, it's like back down. Carlito, that'd be interesting to see him as real champ. At least once. Shaw, this is Wrestling World, as Pride Horse mentioned. This is a pro wrestling podcast where we talk about mainly pro wrestling. Every now and then I might throw in a fitness video or maybe a video of like my African parrot or an animal for that matter. I may just be on here talk to you guys. But yes, this is a pro wrestling podcast. So if you're pro wrestling channel. So if you're a fan of pro wrestling, you want to talk, we can talk. Hope you enjoy my content. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate that. WWE don't reuse their talent. They just love to push one dog, yes. And that's the problem. That is the biggest problem WWE has. Especially under the Vince era. Because when Vince sees a guy that he wants to push, it's like to hell with everybody else. It is, the company has to revolve full circle around that guy. And that is the problem because going forward, who are you going to build to take over that person's place? When John Cena, went for his acting career, and mind you, the guy pops in every once in a while, but he's not the top guy anymore. When John Cena left for his acting career, I think WWE was kind of up against the wall for a little bit. Because they were like, who are we going to build to take that place? Who are we going to build to, take that place even for 4 or 5 years? And they chose Roman, but I don't see Roman as a bad guy because technically, the guy could represent the company. He is. But they had so many other guys as well that could fill that void. We could have Roman represent the company. We could have him as the top guy, but there's no reason why we can't have somebody else as well. We can't have two or three guys as top guys. And like everybody said, Bray Wyatt was the next Undertaker. We've seen him go from one gimmick to the other. One gimmick flops, he goes to the Fiend and the Funhouse gimmick. Bray Wyatt's a good example because this is just an example of top guys in the company. Undertaker, top guy. Bray Wyatt could have been a top guy, and he was. But, WWE, they made too many mistakes. And again, everything centers around Roman. Nobody gets past Roman. Bray Wyatt was the top guy until Roman came back from the COVID era. And now it's okay, they push Bray aside once again. Now Roman is back in that position. And, Randy Orton, top guy. Again, does he beat Roman? I doubt it. Top heel in the company? Yes, Randy Orton is one of the top heels. But WWE, they could have several guys they see as high talent, main card talent. Randy Orton being one of them, Chris Jericho being one of them, but being that top guy, being a main eventer is like here, and being that top guy is like above that. And that's just how I view WWE because I've watched WWE for 15, 20 years. And that's just how they work. And I don't know if anybody agrees with me here. Who knows? I do know Mustafa Ali. I believe Mustafa Ali just won the X Division Championship, didn't he? In TNA? or something like that. Bray took Wayne's fire magical powers and Taker's thunder magical powers. Never seen it coming. I mean, yeah. I mean, they basically passed torch at Bray Wyatt. He was insanely over. The fans loved him, especially that Fiend gimmick, because he was over with the cult leader gimmick. But that Fiend gimmick was a whole nother level. Now, why, why did WWE didn't capitalize on that and say, this is the next top guy? This is one of the top guys that we should be using. Don't make sense. Why? Because nobody gets over Roman. WWE, they want to build their company around Roman. Like even Seth Rollins, yes, he holds the title, but the only reason Seth Rollins holds the title, and the only reason WWE created another championship is because everybody was complaining, we're tired of Roman. We want to see somebody else hold the title. Yes, Seth Rollins holds that championship, but they still view Roman as the top guy. That's why Roman's had, 5 main event WrestleManias. That's why Roman's held the title longer than anyone on the current roster right now. And I've said this before. I said John Cena held the title 16 times in his wrestling career, but he's never held it for as long as Roman. And, that's something to think about. Bray's era is wrong. He deserves to be in the Attitude of Raw era. Yes, I believe. Yep, definitely. Package stands strong. Yeah, I don't know much about Mustafa, so I'm going to leave you guys to that. You guys probably know more than me. Mustafa, regardless, great talent. He could have been used very well in WWE. Another guy that I think WWE's dropping the ball with is Ricochet. They hype this guy up every time he comes out to the ring. They call him the human highlight reel, whatever. And I've always said this guy has he could be like a superhero gimmick. The way he moves, the gimmick, this guy could be a great advocate for kids, and they just don't want to do nothing. The guy's talented, he really is. But WWE's just really dropping the ball with him. And it's a problem. I will give, a positive thing about WWE's, though, is the way Gunther has been being handled. Longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. Sami Zayn, apparently getting possibly a big push after WrestleMania. Now, I would love to see Chad Gable get that big push because Sami Zayn, even though he hasn't had a championship win, even though he hasn't had, he didn't win the WWE Championship from Roman when people thought he should. Chad Gable's somebody that, to me, has been on the lower levels. Sami Zayn has been levels above as far as booking. But Chad Gable, to me, has been somebody that's really improved. Gimmick-wise, promo-wise, and maybe this guy was good all along. Maybe he was always good, but people just never realized it because he was never really given a equal opportunity. And yes, while I'd love to see Sami Zayn potentially, beat Gunther for the title, it would make more sense to me to have Chad Gable beat Gunther skill wise. Not saying when you look at Sami Zayn that he can't beat Gunther, but when you look at somebody like Chad Gable, and I said this before, I said if they're gonna have anybody beat Gunther, it needs to be somebody like Sheamus. It needs to be somebody like Bobby Lashley or Drew McIntyre or Chad Gable because they possess that athleticism. Realistically, if you were to look at Gunther and Sami Zayn, and it's just I, I don't think it would work, and while Sami Zayn is an amazing talent, do I see him beating Gunther? No. You've got to have somebody like Chad Gable. You've got to have somebody like Lashley, somebody that can match that talent. Athletically, I think Chad Gable's a better wrestler than Sami Zayn. I'm a Sami Zayn fan, I am. But if I had to pick between the two, I'll pick Chad Gable because the guy can put on a great match. And he like the match he had, that Gauntlet match, amazing. Great match. The match that Sheamus, McIntyre, and Gunther had at WrestleMania, great match. So that's why to me it would make much more sense for somebody with the height, the same physique and skill level to match Gunther. Even if they're not as athletic yet, they have the height and the same physique. They have that style, that Gunther possesses, the equalness of that style. It could work. And well, I'm gonna give you a good example. And for 21 years, Undertaker has not been able to be beaten at WrestleMania. Why do you think they picked Brock Lesnar? Because he was the right one. He was the top. He had the physique, he had the muscle, and it only made sense to have somebody like Brock Lesnar beat the Undertaker. Same with Gunther, and I truly believe that. Not, no, I'm not comparing Gunther and Taker. No way. But just a good example. Pride. I will be on probably this Friday at 8 p.m. So tune in, brother. Thanks for coming on, though. I appreciate you having the conversation with you. Good talking to you. Have a good day. Thanks for subscribing as well. And I will talk to you again. Kumar, I definitely believe Chad Gable deserves the win. Now, I have heard that maybe they'll do a triple threat match, and that seems like that might be the build. But who knows? Maybe we even see a Chad Gable heel turn. I don't know what's going to happen. But we'll see. We will definitely see. Keep hitting those heart reactions, guys. Let's try to get a few more people in here. We're at 3 likes. Let's try to get to 5 or 10 at least. Keep hitting those hearts. And it's not like they haven't turned Chad heel. Thank you for that like. I appreciate you. It's not like they haven't turned Chad heel before. But it's just I think him turning on Sammy would kind of, get him involved more in the storyline. He's already involved, but I mean, a heel turn would kind of heat things up, get him in that triple threat match, and there you go. Yeah, guys, if you can give us a share to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, wherever, I'd appreciate that. Trying to get my name out there. I'm almost at 1,000 subs, so trying to get out there. Am I into metal music? Uh, I'm into a little bit of everything. Like I grew up on like 3 Days Grace, 30 Seconds to Mars, Stone Sour. Um, I wasn't much of a Limp Bizkit fan, no. Kid Rock, yes. Um, but yeah, like I said, I listen to anything. Limp Bizkit's cool, but I will be, I will be back, guys. So stay with me. Um, give me like 5, 10 minutes. Please stay in the chat. Keep the conversation going. I know we have a few people in here. So give me like 5, 10 minutes. I'll be back. But keep hitting those heart reactions, guys. Give us a share, and I will be back. All right, y'all, I'm back. Um, yeah, I don't speak that. Sorry. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, hey, if it gets more people in here, go for it. I don't understand it myself, but you know, if we can get some more people in here, maybe that's something I'll learn. Who knows? But I'm gonna give us another share, guys. So stay with me. We're at 4 likes, guys. Let's get the 5 or 10 at least, if we can. Stop hitting those hearts. um, well, if you don't want to hit the hearts, you can hit other things, other reaction buttons on here. Um, but yeah. But let's get some more people in here. Give us a share if you can. Hit those hearts. Hit whatever reaction button you want. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys being in here. Tell you what, if you can give us a share, anybody, I'd appreciate that. Um, I don't have a system right now, Kumar, or I would. Oh, mobile. Okay, I read that wrong. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I'll download it. Thank you for the like. We're at 5 now. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know a lot of people play it. I know it's very popular. I'll give it a try. Is it a new version of the game? Because I've seen a few on the App Store that seem pretty cool. But I know they're constantly coming out with new games like that. If you're just now joining in, hit that like and sub button. Goal today is 950 subs. Hello, amazing guy. Thank you for the like button. Thank you for hitting that like. I appreciate you. Good to see you again. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out for sure. And as always, guys, if you have a YouTube channel, please drop that in the comments. I will give you a shout out or a subscribe. I'm not a big Limp Bizkit fan. I've heard a couple songs, but I mean, I'm more of a Kid Rock fan. Hopefully, we can get some more people in here, meet some new people, have a conversation. Let's see what we can do. You're missing out, bro. There's a lot of Kid Rock songs out there. I mean, he's been around for what, 20 years? Yeah, check him out. So, who in here has a YouTube channel? Oh yeah, I love System of a Down, Linkin Park. Those are my two favorite. Slipknot's good as well. I was a big Linkin Park fan though. Alice in Chains, like bands like that. Nirvana. Yeah, I know there's a lot of Limp Bizkit fans out there. Ash, I've never heard of Cannibal Corpse. I may have. I mean, I just never heard any of their songs. Are they any good? Also, thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate you. I don't think I've seen you before. Hit that like and sub button if you can, buddy. John, I acknowledge you. If you could acknowledge me also and hit that sub and like button, I'd appreciate that. Oh, Youth of a Nation. I remember. I don't care. I remember that song. Haven't heard that band in a long time though. I've heard they came out with an album like a couple months ago, but I don't know how true that is. Who's my favorite wrestler of all time? Bray Wyatt. New Jack's a whole different story, bro. Bray Wyatt, why? Because Bray Wyatt is one of the best storytellers in professional wrestling. And the guy can work a gimmick. And I love Bray. I really do. All right, thanks Ash. Thanks for dropping by. Thank you for the sub. Have a good day. Hope to see you again. Taylor, are you still here? Okay, you're still here. Can I get a sub update? You don't think no one could beat Stone Cold? Not even Bray. I don't know. It'd be a good match. Be a fun match. Yeah, Bray Wyatt got a new documentary coming out April 1st on Peacock. That'll be interesting. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. We're at 949 subs, guys. One more to hit our goal of 950. So let's try to hit that goal.